Join me as I dive into the secrets of incremental learning and challenge myself to master a new skill faster than ever before. Did you know that using an incremental learning approach can double the speed at which you learn new skills? Yes, double. Stick with me, and I'll show you how with 5 amazing incremental learning solutions that can revolutionize your learning journey. Today, we're diving into the world of incremental learning, a super powerful technique that can make mastering new skills not only faster, but also so much easier. Learning new skills is a challenging yet rewarding endeavor, and it forms a significant part of our personal and professional growth. However, many people face common struggles when embarking on this journey, including frustration, burnout, and a lack of progress. Imagine setting out to learn a new skill like playing the guitar or mastering coding, and after the initial excitement fades, you are left overwhelmed by the complexity of tasks ahead. This overwhelming sensation often stems from attempting to tackle too much information at once, leading to mental exhaustion and a sense of inadequacy. Cognitive overload is a real phenomenon, as described by cognitive psychologists like John Sweller. This condition occurs when the brain receives more information than it can process at a time, making it difficult to absorb and retain knowledge effectively. This is where many people find themselves stagnating, losing motivation, and eventually giving up. Furthermore, the pressure to achieve quick results often leads to cramming, a practice proven by educators to be ineffective for long-term retention and understanding. Another aspect of this problem is burnout, which is intensively studied by stress and psychological experts. Most learners approach new challenges with high enthusiasm, but lack sustainable strategies to maintain their energy levels. Continuous intense focus without adequate breaks can result in physical and mental fatigue, which eventually diminishes productivity and hampers learning. According to the American Psychological Association, balanced learning strategies that incorporate regular intervals of rest are essential for maintaining overall well-being. In addition to cognitive and psychological challenges, there's also the obstacle of mismanagement of expectations. Many people underestimate the time and effort required to master new skills fully. This can lead to unrealistic goals and pressures, further compounding stress and decreasing enjoyment in the learning process. What's more, individuals often feel alone in their struggles, thinking these challenges are personal failings instead of common milestones in the learning journey. Understanding these challenges is the first step toward overcoming them. If you acknowledge that learning is inherently challenging, you can prepare by utilizing incremental learning techniques that optimize the journey. By breaking down the learning process into manageable chunks and fostering steady progression, you can overcome these hurdles effectively. After all, recognizing the struggle is the gateway to finding solutions that harness our full potential and ultimately lead us to success. Incremental learning offers a systematic way to circumvent these common stumbling blocks. At its core, incremental learning focuses on deconstructing large goals into smaller, achievable milestones. By understanding and applying the principles of incremental learning, you open yourself up to a sustainable and productive way of mastering new skills. Here's how this methodology can transform the way you approach learning. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join our community of lifelong learners. The foundational principle of incremental learning is deconstruction, breaking down tasks into smaller, manageable parts. This method aligns with the human brain's natural design, as proposed by cognitive scientists. Our brains are wired to process smaller bits of information much more efficiently than large, continuous inputs. For example, productivity expert Dr. Barbara Oakley explains how leveraging smaller learning units reduces cognitive load and enhances focus and understanding over time. Consistent practice is another vital component of incremental learning. Committing to short, regular sessions enables information to move from short-term to long-term memory effortlessly. This approach is backed by evidence from research on neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to change and adapt over time. Such structured practice reinforces neural connections related to the specific skills you're targeting, according to neuroscientists like Dr. Laura Boyd. Moreover, incremental learning can increase motivation through the accumulation of small wins. Accomplishing minor goals provides a steady stream of positive feedback and uplifts morale, thus powering continued effort and discipline. Behavioral psychologists reiterate the importance of celebrating these mini victories as fundamental to maintaining high motivation levels across any learning journey. An actionable way to integrate incremental learning into your routine is to set clear, concise goals. Start by defining what you hope to achieve. and then break it down into smaller tasks or mini goals. Each task should be achievable within a short, predefined period, like a single day or week. This method provides you with clear endpoints and prevents feelings of being overwhelmed. Another technique is mindful scheduling. Try allocating specific blocks of time where you can focus exclusively on learning. Even just 30 minutes a day can accumulate to significant progress over time. Health experts suggest using techniques like the Pomodoro technique to distribute these time blocks into structured intervals of focused work followed by brief rest, optimizing mental rejuvenation. Incremental learning also encourages spaced repetition, a method proven to enhance the retention of knowledge. Instead of flooding yourself with content, revisit information at spaced intervals. This deliberate return reinforces memory and understanding, akin to how watering a plant periodically results in healthy growth. In summary, incremental learning is not just about piecemeal effort. It's about strategically leveraging these small steps to reinforce learning connections progressively and powerfully. By focusing on consistent, intentional practice and appreciating incremental progression, this approach diminishes challenges like burnout and cognitive overload, creating a more resilient learning framework. The exciting moment has arrived where I get to share with you the 5 extraordinary techniques of incremental learning that have been game changers for millions. 1. Spaced repetition. This powerful method involves reviewing information at increasing intervals over time. Renowned memory researcher Dr. Hermann Ebbinghaus demonstrated how spaced repetition significantly enhances memory consolidation. You can use apps like Anki or Quizlet to schedule reviews systematically, ensuring concepts remain fresh and accessible in your long-term memory. 2. Microlearning. Adopted widely across various education systems, microlearning breaks content into digestible, focused segments, or microlessons, that take minutes rather than hours to complete. Educational researcher Dr. Will Thalheimer emphasizes that microlearning boosts focus and engagement by aligning perfectly with our attention span limits. Try incorporating short tutorials or brief exercises into your daily routine to see substantial improvements. 3. The Pomodoro technique. Named after the Italian word for tomato, the Pomodoro technique involves working with full concentration for 25 minutes, followed by a 5-minute break. It's more than just a time management strategy. It's a focus enhancer shown to maintain motivation and balance through science-backed rhythm, enhancing learning efficacy. This technique was developed by Francesco Cirillo in the late 1980s and has since demonstrated remarkable success in both academic and workplace settings. Before revealing the next 2, remember, a secret game-changing tip awaits at the end that can supercharge all your learning processes. 4. Focused and diffused thinking. Advancing in skill acquisition isn't about constant pressure. According to cognitive educator Dr. Barbara Oakley, real breakthroughs occur when you alternate between focused, intense working sessions and relaxed, unfocused reflection periods. Diffused thinking often triggers insights that make seemingly insurmountable challenges suddenly manageable, enlightening the paths to solutions. 5. Progressive habits. Last but certainly not least, gradually calibrating your learning habits transforms skill acquisition from daunting to enjoyable. Start with merely 5 minutes of dedicated practice a day, slowly increasing as your mind and schedule adapt. Behavioral change scientist Dr. B.J. Fogg advocates for this method, stressing the ease and empowerment found in starting small. These techniques are not isolated. They fit together like pieces of a learning puzzle, laying the smooth pathways to mastery. Implement 1, 2, or all 5, and watch your progress soar beyond what you previously imagined possible. But I wouldn't leave you without revealing that promised game-changing tip. Integrate reflective journaling into your incremental learning strategy. By maintaining a learning journal, you track daily progress and moments of insight, helping reinforce understanding. Psychologist and learning expert Dr. James Pennebaker advocates that this practice not only promotes metacognition, thinking about your thinking, but can also heighten cognitive processing, helping information stick. By capturing reflections on daily learning, you create a personal archive of insights and breakthroughs, which serves as both a motivational tool and a repository of personal growth achievements. As you can see, incremental learning isn't just about the speed, it's about mastery. By applying these techniques, you can transform your approach and make learning enjoyable and stress-free. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried any of these techniques? Let us know about your experiences in the comments below. And don't go anywhere. Watch this next video for more on mastering effective study techniques. Hit that subscribe button now and kickstart your path to a vibrant, energetic, and balanced lifestyle. Until next time, keep learning and stay inspired.